Guess what we're doing today? Oh my goodness, are you excited? Are you excited? We are finally going to make some emoji dog cookies. You guys have been requesting this in the comments for quite some time. So today, we're gonna test it out and see if we can make emoji dog cookies. If you're new to this channel, that's Memphis, that's Oakley, that's Shelby, I'm Jess, and if you're looking for more dog treat videos, there will be links up in the cards and down in the video description below. Now, let's get to making some treats. We're actually gonna make two different types of dough in this video. Not necessarily different, they're very similar, but one is going to be yellow and one is going to be brown. So we are going to start with the yellow. So the first thing you are going to want to do is preheat your oven to 350. Next, we're gonna take 2 eggs, which I already beat together. Next, we will need 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You probably don't really want to eat this right as it is, because probably won't be that good all by itself. 1 tablespoon of honey, and if you do the honey after the vegetable oil, your honey shouldn't stick to your tablespoon. Let's see if that theory works. Oh, check that out. Pours right out of there. Completely clean. That's a cool trick. Now we're gonna take all of these wet ingredients and we're just gonna try to stir them together a bit. Just mix them up. Make sure you get your eggs mixed up pretty good. Now we're going to take 1 1/4 cups of white rice flour and we are going to mix that into the wet ingredients. As we're mixing that in, we're gonna add a couple drops of yellow food coloring because I want these cookies to be yellow. Probably gonna have to go ahead and mix it with your hands. Now we have our nice yellow dough. We are going to roll this out to 1/4 inch thick with my awesome rolling pin that makes everything exactly the size we need it to be. Now we're gonna take our emoji cookie cutters, and see, this is why I wanted the dough to be yellow. We're gonna take and press those down into the dough. Pull them up, and see what you're gonna get is it's gonna put the little eyes and faces right on there, so when we go to decorate them, we'll know exactly where we need to decorate. There's emoji cookie number 2. So we're gonna go ahead and keep rolling these out, and then we're gonna show you how to make the dough for the poop emoji. All right, we have all the yellow ones done. Now we're gonna put these in the oven for about 15 minutes. What, you wanna try the dough? It's not even cooked yet. She's like, that's okay, I'll eat it anyway. But what if everybody else wants to try it? Can everybody else try it? Well, you already tried some. You gotta share. You have to share. Wanna try some? No, you have to share. Wanna try some, Shelby? Wanna try some, Oakley? Memphis is like, I would like to try one more. Okay, little tiny bites, little tiny bites, little tiny bites. Okay, let's make the next dough. So we're basically doing the same thing as before. 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Memphis is like, I would eat it. I know you would. You can't. You're gonna get dog hair in your own cookies. 1 tablespoon of honey. And I may not have said this yet in the video, but as always, you guys, I am not a veterinarian. I am not a dog dietitian. If there's anything in this treat recipe that you don't feel safe feeding your dogs or you don't think is good for your dogs, contact your vet and ask them. Our dogs have had all of these ingredients and have done just fine on all of them. Oh my goodness, you almost spilled that all over. That would have made a bloopers reel, huh? You're falling. Now for this one, I'm actually going to add the dye now. It worked on the other one, but you might want to add the dye to the wet ingredients instead of the dry ingredients. We're going to make this brown because this is for the poop emoji. So we are going to add 1 drop of purple and 1 drop of yellow. Also, if you don't want to add food dye, you don't have to. They just won't be colors. Whisk it together. Now also, to make this dough a little bit more of a different color, we are going to add 1 tablespoon of our favorite ingredient. Don't lick that. What are you doing, weirdo? Carob powder. Not chocolate, guys. I should have a shirt that says that. Not chocolate, carob. Carob powder. This is not cocoa, this is carob. It is safe for dogs, they can eat it, it's good for them, and it's gonna help us turn this a little bit more brown. You actually could omit the food coloring altogether and just use the carob powder if you really want to. And then 1 1/4 cups of rice flour. So with that little bit of food coloring and that little bit of carob powder, I made brown. Always remember too, if your dough is a little bit too sticky, you can always add a little bit more flour. And if it's a little bit too dry, just add a little bit more oil or a little bit of water. Rice flour is a little bit stickier when you work with it. It's also why I use the parchment paper. But that looks pretty brown to me, so let's roll some of these out. Check that out. We're gonna put them on our cookie sheet. All right, we're gonna roll the rest of these out. All right, these ones are done. Now they're going in the oven for 15 minutes as well. We had a little bit of the brown left as well. Wanna try it? How come you get to be first? Is it because you jump up here? Let's let Oakley be first. What do you think of that? Wait, no, we're gonna let Shelby be second. We're gonna make you wait. We'll make you wait. What do you think? I have it in my, the piece you're getting is up here. There you go. Now we just gotta wait for the cookies to bake. So now that our cookies are out of the oven and they are cool, we're going to decorate them. Don't take any, they're not decorated yet. Now, you don't actually have to decorate them. You can leave them just like this and give them to your dogs, but we like to go a little bit further and do a little bit of decoration. So what you can use to decorate these are the white melting discs or the yogurt chip melting discs. And basically you're gonna need 3 colors. You're going to need white, black, and red. So white, of course, you won't have to do anything to. Red, you can just add a little bit of food coloring, and then black, same thing, just add a little bit of food coloring. And we're gonna melt it, and then we're going to draw little red eyes, little black mouth, little white eyes, little white mouth. Memphis is like, I'm impatient. I would like to do all the things right now. We have to decorate the cookies first. Is that okay? Is that okay if we decorate them first and then you can eat one? What do you think? Is that all right? You are adorable. You still have to wait. I don't care how cute you are. You still have to wait. All right, so we have melted some of the white melting discs, and now we're going to put some white onto the eyes of each of these and the mouth. So kind of like that. So after a little bit of fighting with the icing, I had to make it really warm and really thin, and I kind of just like painted it on. I got them to work, so they all turned out pretty good. You can tell I did these ones first because the icing is a little bit more chunky. But it worked pretty darn good, a little bit of trial and error, but I think we figured it out. And again, if you don't want to do any of the coloring, you don't have to. You can leave the cookies just like they were when we saw them. I just wanted to add that little bit of extra because it makes for fun for the pictures and stuff as well. But now comes the best part, the part everybody's waiting for. To try the cookies. One at a time, we're gonna take you outside and try the cookies. If you're looking for the full recipe and instructions on how to make these, besides the video, of course, there will be a link to our blog down in the video description below. Let's go try some cookies. All right, Shelby first. You want a poop emoji cookie? Yeah, you do? Yeah? Oh, no. Sit. There you go. Right, take nice. Took it so nice. It took us so nice. What do you think? Is it delicious? It's little eyeballs. You're not supposed to eat poop, Shelby. Well, I think that's a win. I think Shelby says that one's pretty good. They turned out fairly crunchy too. Cookies made with rice flour usually turn out pretty good and crunchy. Finish it up so everybody else can try theirs. All right. Oakley's gonna have a poop emoji cookie as well. Can you sit? See if we can get you to sit. Can you sit? Oh, you're almost there. Sit, sit. Good job. You got it? You got it? There you go. Oh, you took that so nice. What do you think? Is it a win? Is it delicious? She's like, guys, I could eat a whole bunch more of those. That was amazing. Was it good? I take that as a yes. Are you ready to try one? Oh no, you gotta wait. Wait. Memphis gets this one. Are you ready? Yeah? Speak. Yeah. Oh, I didn't say jump. Yeah, okay, here. Sit. Sit. Good job. Ready? Take nice. Take it nice. Oh, that's pretty good. She's like, run away. Oh my goodness, is that delicious? You bit his face in half. Well, I think all the dogs say those cookies are a gigantic win. Alright guys, well that is all we have for today's DIY emoji treat video. If you have a suggestion for something you'd like to see us try to make for the dogs, leave it down in the comments below. As always, if you want to see even more of our treat videos, there will be a link in the video description below and up in the cards above. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to give it a like, share it with your friends to help us continue to grow the audience. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay positive, dream big, and we will see you again soon. Man, we should have made something frozen today considering it's 85 degrees outside. Thanks for watching, you guys. We will see you on Wednesday.